Alexa, what is the matter with you? I thought I told you that you were supposed to come and pick us up in the car today, didn't I?
Wait a second, Ginny. What do you mean? I don't think I remember you telling me to do anything like that at all.
Are you kidding me? Are you really telling me that you completely forgot what your mother-in-law told you to do? I told you that I was going to have lunch with some good friends of mine. And now, thanks to you, I am going to be late for this lunch that I had been looking forward to for so long. You have to come and pick me up right this instant.
Well, I am really sorry to say, but I am out and busy right now. I just can't drop everything and come and get you.
But you have to. You must. You have to come and pick me up right away. I'll tell my friends that I'll be a little late, but you have got to make your way over here.
I already told you that I won't be able to do that, Ginny. In fact, I'm not even in the same state as you are right now. So you see, it would really just be impossible for me to turn around and come and pick you up right now. I'm really, really sorry, but maybe you could just take a taxi or an Uber or something like that to get there.
What do you mean you're in another state right now? Just what in the world are you going, huh? Honestly, are you really telling me that while my son is out working hard, you're just doing whatever you want?
No, Ginny, it isn't anything like that at all. But one of my parents is sick, and so I'm just going to visit them in the hospital.
I have no idea what you're talking about at all. I feel like I would have heard if someone you were related to was sick. I don't think you're telling the truth.
Well, you're right. I didn't mention this to you, but now I think that I'm realizing maybe I should have. The truth is that my mom lives pretty far away, and we just don't actually ever have a chance to meet up all that often because of that. So I'm sorry that I was never really bringing her up or anything before at family functions.
Well, look, the fact of the matter is that I just really don't care at all if your mom is in the hospital or not. You just tell her that I have plans that I'm going to miss because she got sick. Honestly, doesn't she know that even though you're her daughter, that you're still my daughter-in-law? Doesn't that mean anything to her? She can't just call on you and try to take you away from me like that. Who else would I be able to call on for when I need to get driven around? You'll just have to tell her to see you at another time.
Ginny, I've told my mom about how much you rely on me to help you out from day to day, but... Well, the fact of the matter is that I've already been putting this off for a long time because of you. And besides, you make it sound like I have all the time in the world to do something like this, but I work just like my husband does.
Oh yes, of course, I know all about your work. But today is your off day, isn't it? That's the whole reason why I thought to ask you to drive me around today.
And I am telling you that I really don't recall you telling me anything like that at all before right now.
I have just had about enough of all your pathetic excuses. If you are saying that you forgot what I told you earlier, then that is still your fault for forgetting. Honestly, just what was my son thinking marrying a poor helpless woman like you? I still just can't understand.
Well, I guess you can just go and ask Chuck why he did that himself. Anyways, the point is that I can't and won't be going to drive you anywhere today, okay?
Well, okay, fine. But the least you could do is come and pick me up once I finished meeting with my friends.
I'm sorry, but that is still just not going to work. I'm going to be visiting with my mom until pretty late tonight, I think.
Oh, come on. Aren't you sure that you can't come and pick me up just a little bit earlier than that?
No, I really can't do that at all. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could ask my parents if that would be okay with them. But I was going to drop them off after I pick up my mom from the hospital, so maybe I could stop and pick you up on the way?
And just how in the world was I supposed to know that you were going to be doing all of this today, huh? I can't believe that you're going to make me change my plans because of your selfishness. I'll make a deal with you. I am going to take a taxi to meet up with my friends for lunch, but you are going to come and pick me up once I'm done with them. Do you understand? I don't care what you're doing. If you're not there to pick me up, I am going to make sure that you never, ever feel like a part of my family ever again.
Ginny, please. I really don't understand why you have to act this way with me. I really thought that we were just starting to get along, and now I just don't feel that way at all.
Well, if you want to have any chance at all of ever making things up with me, then you had better show up and pick me up when I tell you that I'm done with my friends. Understand? Also, I do expect you to pay me back the money that I end up spending on the taxi to get there. Do you understand me?
I really wish that you could just learn how to let things go with her. And then to think that you always think it's okay to just come to me and complain about my own mom all the time. Just how do you think that makes me feel?
Well, I am so sorry to have to burden you with my problems, Chuck. I mean, you're my husband, after all. And do you want to know what she did to me this time? She made me pay for a taxi that she took, and then when I did finally get her back home, she made me clean up her whole house. Your mom doesn't think of me as anything more than a maid that she can call on whenever she wants.
You really think that you have it so bad? Don't you know that my mom calls on me to help her out on my days off as well? You aren't the only one that works hard to make my mom happy, you know.
I know, but it's just... Well, I think we both know that your mom calls on me a whole lot more than she does you, Chuck. Besides, when she does call on you to go and meet her for something, it's usually just so that she can take you out for dinner, isn't that right?
Look, I'm in the middle of work right now, so I really don't think I have time to deal with you and a conversation like this right now. Can't you just save all of this until I'm back home or something?
Chuck, please. I am reaching out to you about this because it's really important to me and we haven't talked about it at all.
Okay, well then I wish that you would just get to the point and tell me what it is that you want me to do about it. Honestly, what do you think that I'm even going to be able to do about it to begin with?
Why are you talking to me like this, Chuck? I just can't understand why you're being so mean to me right now.
Right, sorry. I guess that was just a little bit harsh. I'm sorry for that. But can you please just tell me the point of what all this is about?
Well, I guess that's all I'm trying to say to you right now is that I think your mom is acting just a bit inappropriately. I mean, she made me promise to come and pick her up from lunch with her friends after I explained to her how far away I already was.
Well, maybe there is just some kind of misunderstanding. I mean, maybe you just forgot that she told you that she had plans this evening, and so she was just upset with you since you forgot is all.
No, it isn't that at all. And I know that I'm not the one that's forgetting because this isn't the first or even the second time this has happened. Not only that, but your mom has been contacting me while I'm at work more and more often. It's like she's purposely trying to catch me while I'm not off of work.
Well, you know that my mom is getting just a bit older these days, right? I think maybe she's just getting her days confused. I don't think that's anything to worry about, do you?
I really don't think that it's just that. I mean, she gets really mean and mad at me when this does happen. I just feel like I can feel her rage oozing through my phone whenever I read her text messages. And then, whatever we do have to talk over the phone, I feel like she is constantly a moment away from starting to yell at me.
No, but you don't think that that means my mom hates you or anything, right? I mean, surely you don't think that it would be that.
I don't know what to think at this point, but I know that it just feels like your mom is always saying horrible things to me. And I think that at this point, I really just don't know how much more of this I can take. I think that I used to be able to control myself around her, but I feel myself getting closer and closer to the edge with the way that she talks to me sometimes. In fact, there actually might be something wrong with your mom. In fact, maybe she should be the one seeing the doctor, not my mom.
Hold on a second. Are you really trying to say that you think there's something mentally wrong with my mom? Is that really what you're getting at?
Well, I think that even if it was dementia, it might be even more serious case than we thought.
I really
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, tick tock, tick tock. Hickory dickory dock, the bird looked at the clock. The clock struck two, away she flew.
specialist and they actually diagnosed her like that?
Yeah, that's right. The doctor said that it's still in its early stages, but it's probably starting to move into a more intermediate one now. So I guess that means that pretty soon my mom is gonna need full-time nursing here while she's at home to make sure that she's okay.
I see. Well, what are you going to do about that? Have you thought of anything?
What do you mean, what am I gonna do about this? Why would I need to come up with a plan for any of this?
Well, I mean, it's like you said. Your mom really can't be on her own like this anymore, so what are you going to do?
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Yeah, it is true that my mom lives by herself right now, so, I think the best solution to take care of all of this is to invite her to move in with us.
Wait, what? Are you serious? You really want your mom to come and live with us?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I really don't see what other option we even have at this point.
But I mean, just hold on a second, Chuck. I really don't think that I want your mom living with us at all.
Well, you said so yourself that we've got to figure out some kind of way to take care of my mom, right? If not her coming to live with us, then what in the world are we supposed to do?
I don't know, Chuck. Couldn't we find some kind of retirement home or something with professionals who could help her out?
Alexa, this is my mom that we're talking about here. I mean, really, it's not like she's knocking on death's door or anything like that. Do you really think that I could live with myself if we just dumped my mom into a nursing home when she still has so much life ahead of her?
But just who do you think is going to stay with her at home all day then? After all, we both work.
Oh, come on, you think I haven't thought of that? The fact of the matter is that I still need to go out there and keep up appearances. But I can help you take care of her in the mornings and nights.
Wait, what? Help me? What are you talking about? Are you saying that I'm supposed to take care of her?
How could you even ask a question like that? This is your mother-in-law that we're talking about here.
Why are you acting like I'm the bad guy here? Do you have any idea how terribly your mom has treated me ever since we got married? to me about how she got to Chuck to sign the divorce papers. But in the end, they were already signed and filed away, and I didn't contest once that the signatures weren't mine. The reason why Ginny was so mistaken is because I owned the house we were all living in, and I made far more money than her son did. So when Ginny realized that she would be forced to live in a much smaller place with her spineless, low-salary son, she finally realized just how badly she erred. As for me, that house would be far too big of a place for me to live on my own, so I packed up all my things, sold it, and moved into a much nicer condo in the city. As for Chuck and Ginny, after the divorce, I've done my best to avoid any news about them at all. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, Tina, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that at the start of next month, I'm going to have to go away on a business trip for about the whole week.
Wait a second. You're telling me that you're going to be away on a business trip at the start of next month for about a week long?
Yeah, that is pretty much what I just typed out to you. But the thing is that there's just a lot of work that needs to be done on one of our work sites, and I guess the company wants me there to observe. That, and I'll be taking one of our newer employees with me to the site, so I'll be having to monitor them and teach them some of the ropes of what we do.
Oh darn, I see. Well, I guess if you have to go, you have to go. But do you know which site it is that you'll be going to already?
Oh, come on. You know that in the end I always end up going to the same place when stuff like this happens. They're sending me out to Chicago as per usual.
Oh, I see. Well, normally it's just that they only send you out for a couple of days at a time at the very most. So I thought since this was for a whole week that it might have been a different place. Actually, it's funny you say Chicago though, because my little sister Ginny told me that she was going to be in Chicago at around the same time you're going to be there. Kind of funny timing. Such a small world when you think about it.
Oh, wait a second. You're telling me that your little sister Ginny is also going to be in Chicago for the same period of time that I'm going to be there? Huh. Well, maybe if it works out, we could go out for dinner or something together, unless she's not already going with someone else, that is.
Well, I think that actually she has started dating someone, and I think she was mentioning to me that she was going to go with this new guy of hers on this trip.
Okay, I understand. Well, in that case, I'll probably just hold off from inviting her out then. I wouldn't want to impose or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in the end it's your call. Who knows? Ginny might even think it's great getting to meet you in Chicago since it's just such a coincidence.
No, come on now. You know that I'd hate to interrupt any time she might have with her boyfriend or whoever. I wouldn't want to do that to her. Besides, I don't really know what I'd even do, even if she was just going to Chicago by herself. After all, I don't really think that we've ever even had a meal, just the two of us, so I don't even know what kind of things the two of us would even talk about.
Really? That actually kind of surprises me. I think that you two probably have a lot more in common than you might think. I mean, you both like to drive around and really like cool cars. And actually, now that I think about it, you both really enjoy playing golf as well. Maybe I could try to talk to her and see if we could all do a couple of holes together.
Oh, really? I had no idea that she liked cars and golf. I guess that's good to know for the future.
Well, actually, Ginny told me that she had just started playing golf because her new boyfriend does, and so she was wanting to get better at it.
Oh, I see. Well, then maybe it's actually the case that I'd get along well with her boyfriend instead.
Well, either way, it sounds like the three of you could probably have a fun time together, so I guess that's good to keep in mind for this upcoming trip. Although, that being said, I think there's something just a little off about this new guy that she started dating.
You think there's something off about your sister's new boyfriend? How do you know that? Have you ever met the guy?
No, I haven't met the guy or anything like that. But the thing is that whenever Ginny has gotten a new boyfriend in the past, she always sends me pictures of him. But this time, I haven't heard a single word news about who this guy is or what kind of person he is. So I guess that's what I would say is weird about the situation this time.
Oh, really? Huh? And here I would have thought that you would have appreciated your sister not blowing up your phone with her new man like she has every single other time.
Yeah. I mean, she did used to go quite a bit overboard. I think I got a photo of her and last boyfriend just about every single time they did something together. I would get photos of them going out for a walk, shopping, getting ice cream, and sure, it was a lot, but I never really minded it all that much.
Well, I mean, even though she's your little sister, she's already in her mid-20s, so maybe she's finally settled down and she isn't the kind of person to do that anymore?
I mean, that's not a bad idea, actually. But I guess now I just want to make sure that everything is okay with her current boyfriend.
You mean you're worried about the kind of guy who your sister is with? Do you really not think that Ginny can handle herself?
It's not that I don't think she can't handle herself, but it's just that, well, she is my little sister after all, and I just want to make sure that she's doing all right. After all, I remember there was this time that she was dating this guy who was actually already married. Can you believe that?
Oh, really? Your sister dated someone who was already married? Huh. Well, yeah, I guess if that's the kind of person your sister has in her dating history, I understand why you would be concerned.
Right? Thank you for starting to see some of what I was getting worried about. I remember when that whole thing came crashing down and the guy's wife sued them both for the affair. In the end, she went crying to our parents, promising never to do anything like that again if they would pay for all the legal bills.
Oh, wow, that sounds like things went really, really poorly. I had no idea that any of this had happened with Ginny at all.
Well, it really is the truth. I remember my mom was just beside herself. She was so ashamed. And my dad threatened to cut her off forever if that happened again.
Wow, I had no idea that things got so bad between your sister and your parents. That must have been a crazy time. But now, Ginny lived with your parents at their house, right?
Yeah, well, they were going to kick her out. But she convinced them that if she was going to repay them, that she would need a place to stay. But then she ended up having an affair with one of her bosses, and then she ended up losing her job anyways. So I think my parents just didn't know what to do with her at that point. But knowing my dad, this really is her last chance not to screw up her life like she's done before in the past.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm starting to understand all of what you were saying earlier now. But hopefully this time your sister has really learned her lesson and nothing like that is ever going to happen again.
I mean, I really do hope that that's the case for my sister's sake. But anyways, my lunch break is going to be wrapping up pretty soon here.
All right, I won't take up any more of your time then. Good luck with the rest of work today. Also, I might have to work late tonight, so go ahead and eat dinner without me.
Oh, Tina, are you there? I was just wondering if you finally got those photos of my trip that I sent you. Have you had a chance to look at them yet?
Hey there, Jenny. Yes, I got the photos that you sent me of your trip to Chicago. It looks to me like you're having a really good time over there.
Oh, come on. That's not enough for me. I want to hear all about what you think of the photos that I sent and what I'm doing and stuff. I mean, did you see the picture of the hotel where I'm staying at? My boyfriend went all out and got us one of the most expensive suites in the whole place. Have you ever had a guy do something like that for you in all your life?
No, I guess I really can't say that I've ever had anyone ever spend that much money on a hotel for me.
Are you kidding me? I didn't think you were actually going to say that had never ever happened to you. I mean, are you really telling me that even Eric never once did this for you?
Yeah, that's right. Eric never once went all out for a hotel room on the trips that we've taken. We normally just stay at average hotels and take normal rooms to use our money on other things.
Oh, I see. Well, I have to say, that really is just so sad for you, you know that? You really do have all my pity.
Oh, well, thanks, I guess. But I don't really think that it's anything that I need to be really pitied for now, to be perfectly honest with you.
Man, what is up with you, sis? You are acting just so coldly towards me. Do you know that? If you're wondering why men don't spend more money on you, it's probably because you're always so serious. All I'm saying is that you could just be a bit more of a fun-loving person. Then your husband might want to spend just a bit more money on you, you know what I mean?
Well, I really appreciate your input on my relationship. But I think that I know how to make my own husband happy, thank you.
Are you really sure about that? I just am not so sure, to be honest with you. In fact,
I think I feel even more sorry for him than I do you sometimes with how charmless you are. Hey, Jenny, aren't you on vacation with your boyfriend right now? I would think that you would want to be spending time with him rather than messaging me like this. Oh, well, actually, my boyfriend is just in the shower right now, so I have plenty of time to text you all I want. Don't you worry about that. Well, I certainly am glad that I can help you find ways to kill time, but unfortunately, I have some things that I need to take care of, and I just don't have time for this conversation anymore. Wait, what? What do you mean? What are you busy with? I mean, it isn't like your husband is even home, right? I thought that Eric was out on a business trip right now. Oh, well, yes, he is out on a business trip, but I don't think that I ever told you about his trip now that I think about it. Oh, well, of course you didn't say anything to me about it. But I heard about it from Eric himself, if you must know. He told me about how we'd end up in Chicago at the same time. So he offered to take me out to this tasty place that he knew of in the city. It really was so nice and thoughtful of him. Oh, I see. I didn't know that he did that for you. Well, I am glad that you two got to catch up at least. Oh, yeah. It's been a really great time. Eric seems to really know the city like the back of his hand. He knows all the best spots. And thanks to him, he's made this such an amazing trip. It really has gone beyond all of my expectations that I had for this place. All right, that actually reminds me. I bought you a souvenir. I really, really hope that you like it. Oh, Jenny, you didn't have to do that. Actually, it is usually Eric who is the one buying me little gifts like that. Wait a second. You mean that every single time Eric goes away on a business trip, he always buys a gift for you before coming back home? Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I don't think there's really been a time when he hasn't done that. Wow, that's so amazing. But I mean, aren't you just a little bit nervous about your husband going on so many trips by himself all of the time? I don't know what you mean by that. Why would I have anything to feel nervous about? Well, I just mean, he's out in a new city and away from you. Aren't you worried that he might be out there cheating on you or something like that? I really don't think that he would do something as stupid as cheat on me while away on business for work. Well, I guess I understand where you're coming from, but you do know that it's pretty common for affairs to happen on business trips like this, right? I don't really have anything to worry about at all when it comes to my husband. I trust him. Oh, Tina, you really are such a poor, sweet girl. Do you know that? But with how not worried you seem to be about all of this, I have to wonder if you even love Eric. Of course I do. Him and I wouldn't have gotten married if we didn't love each other in the first place. Are you really sure about that? I mean, do you think that Eric really feels like you love him the way that you always act? I guess I just worry sometimes about your husband, and if he really feels like he's getting the love he needs from you. Well, thank you so much for caring so deeply about the status of my marriage, but I really don't think it's any of your business. There you go again, being so serious and not letting anyone have any fun at all at your expense. You really can be so mean sometimes, do you know that? There's no need to get so upset. I'm not upset at all, thank you very much. Sure, you're not upset, Tina. We all believe you. Oh, well, I just heard my boyfriend turn the shower off, so I think things might be getting pretty hot here right about now. Gotta go.
Hey, Tina. I just wanted to let you know that I'm getting moved to a hospital closer to you pretty soon here.
Oh, really? Well, that's good to hear. How are your injuries?
Actually, the doctor said that I might not ever be able to gain function in my legs ever again.
So you're saying that you're going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life?
I mean, I guess that's kind of what that implies, right? It really is all so stupid, all from a lousy car accident.
But I don't understand some of the story still, Eric. I mean, I thought you were flying back, so why were you in a car?
Well, it's just that I thought that I would be able to get back faster if I just drove back, and so that's why I ended up renting a car.
I see. Well, I mean, that certainly is an explanation for why.
Please, Tina, don't you understand? I'm gonna be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. I'm never, ever gonna walk again. I just feel so bad for you. After all, I won't be able to work like this, and you'll have to take care of me for the rest of my life. But don't worry, I am gonna work hard at rehab and do my best to help you around the house.
Eric, what in the world are you talking about? I mean, you know that I know you were in an accident because you were in Chicago having an affair with my sister, right? Do you really think that I would ever in a million years want to take care of you after you did something like that? It's good to know that you're getting moved to a hospital closer to home, but I don't think that means anything for me.
But wait, what? What are you talking about? You think that I was cheating with your sister while I was away doing my job?
You know, when I first heard that you were in an accident, I actually bought tickets to Chicago to go and visit you.
But why would you do that? I told you that there was nothing to worry about and you didn't need to come all the way out to see me.
Well, I just did go out to see you, so there. And now I know that it's because you didn't want me finding out about just how you ended up in the accident. But no, I know the truth. All of it.
What do you mean by that? Just what is it that you think that you know?
How about the fact that you and my sister have been having an affair for about 6 months now? And the fact that you've been making up excuses like overtime to go and visit her. Or that you'd invite her here while I was at work.
Oh, come on. You can't actually think that I would ever actually have an affair with your sister behind your back, right? That's just ridiculous.
Oh, I don't even want to talk to you about what I think is ridiculous, thank you very much. Honestly, how can you even sit there and try to deny all of the horrible things that you put me through with this?
I am telling you that you really have got it all wrong here. Your sister and I have nothing to do with each other at all. Besides, you know that your sister has a boyfriend, right?
Oh, please. You really think that I wasn't able to put it together that you're her boyfriend? She was always bragging to me about him all the time, and now I realize that it's because she thought I wouldn't find out it's you. And besides, even if she wasn't sending me pictures directly, you are all over all of her social media accounts.
Hold on a second. Are you kidding me? She's actually posting photos of us together online?
That's right. So if you're going to try and demand that I give you proof of all this, you can go and ask Ginny for some instead. But anyways, all of this is to say that you and I are going to be getting a divorce. If you want some time to take care of you, I suggest going to ask my sister.
Tina, are you there? Please, you have to help me. Mom and Dad kicked me out of the house again. Dad said that this time he was serious and that I should go and live with Eric.
I'm sorry, but I don't really see how I'm supposed to help you out of any of this. Besides, Eric and I are divorced. He has nothing to do with me anymore. In fact, I would think that you wanted to move in with him since he needs you to take care of him now.
But he can't do that. I mean, he can't even walk around on his own now, don't you know that? Besides, it's not like I ever really liked him or anything.
Well, that really isn't any of my business at all. But if you really thought that you could get away with acting this way with other people's husbands, then it was only a matter of time before something like this happened. But you're also the one always going on about how you want to get married and now you have a man who would love for you to have him.
No! This can't be happening. I am not going to marry him, and I never even wanted to marry him to begin with. But now that he can't walk, I'll never want to do anything with him ever again. You can have him back.
And just what makes you think that I would ever take him back after all of this? And as for you, you should have known you were on thin ice. Didn't you just finish paying off Mom and Dad to be able to live with them? You swore to our parents that you weren't ever going to have an affair like you did ever again.
Please, sis. I realize that I screwed up now, but surely you can see that this is just taking things too far, right? Please, I need you to get back with Eric and convince our parents to forgive me. Besides, I only wanted to be with Eric because I thought that he was wasted on you. I mean, he makes so much money and he's so kind and you don't deserve him.
But now you're telling me that you don't want to marry a guy like that?
Well, it's just that now he's in a wheelchair. It means that I'll be the one who has to take care of him.
Yeah, well, it sounds to me like if you want to set things right, that's the only thing you really can do at this point.
But I mean,
You can't be serious, right? Don't you realize that Mom and Dad are going to kick me out of the house because of this? You have to do something to help me. I feel like I've helped you narrow down your only possible option for how to make the most of what you've done to your life. You can either figure out what you're going to do all on your own, or you can stand by the man who you put into the wheelchair he is now in. This isn't fair! Things weren't supposed to happen like this! You were never ever supposed to find out about any of this! After that, I stopped responding to Ginny's messages, although that didn't stop her from spamming my phone with calls and texts, and she finally must have taken the hint that nobody was going to be taking her side, or helping her out of the mess she got herself into. Realizing this, she finally accepted the fact that she would have to be with Eric if she wanted to have a place to stay, but not the place she was expecting. After Eric completed his physical therapy, I sued him and my sister for their affair. As Eric was out of a job, him and Ginny had no choice but to sell most of their things just to be able to afford a place to live. Meanwhile, I took my money from the lawsuit and used it to move to a different city and buy an apartment for one. I never thought that my own sister and husband would betray me in the way that Ginny and Eric did, but I am just glad that they both were punished for it and that I was able to walk away from that marriage unscathed. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
How are you feeling? Going on?
I'm pregnant, Jack. We're going to have a baby.
What? Really? Oh my God!
I know, I couldn't believe it either. But I had my suspicions, so I took a home test a few days ago. And that's why I wanted to see the doctor to confirm it.
This is incredible! I'm gonna be a dad! When are you due? How far along are you?
About 3 months according to the doctor, which puts my due date around late January or early February.
Wow, that's coming up fast! There's so much we need to do. Set up a nursery, child-proof the house, start buying diapers and baby gear.
Whoa, slow down there, mister. We've got time. I'm only just starting my second trimester.
Yeah, I know. I'm just so excited. Aren't you thrilled? We're going to be parents.
Of course I'm happy. A baby is a blessing. Just a little overwhelmed is all. This wasn't exactly planned.
Who cares about plans? This is the best surprise ever. I can't wait to tell our families.
About that. Can we maybe hold off a bit before we start spreading the news? I'd like to keep it just between us for now.
Really? How come? This is huge.
I know, but it's still early. I just want to make sure everything is progressing smoothly before we make any big announcements. You understand, right?
Sure, of course. Whatever you think is best. It'll be our little secret for now.
Thank you. I knew you'd get it. I just want to enjoy this moment with you before the whole world knows our business.
You got it, babe. My lips are sealed. I still can't believe it, though. We made a tiny human.
It's pretty amazing, huh? Oh, speaking of keeping things under wraps, I'd rather not go into all the details, but this pregnancy wasn't exactly immaculate, if you catch my drift.
I figured as much. Guess that romantic getaway a few months back was even more memorable than we thought.
You could say that again. Apparently, tropical sunsets make us extra fertile. Who knew?
Well, however it happened, I couldn't be happier. You've made me the luckiest man alive, Sarah.
Aw, you're going to make me cry with all this mushy stuff. Damn pregnancy hormones.
Get used to it. I plan on spending the next 6 months telling you how amazing you are. Growing my son or daughter in there.
Your son or daughter, huh? I think you mean our son or daughter, Buster. I'm the one doing all the hard work here.
You're right. Our baby. Teamwork makes the dream work. Look at us go.
All right, simmer down, Dad-to-be. Don't you have a business trip to pack for?
Don't remind me. I so don't want to go now. The thought of leaving you and the little bean right now is torture.
We'll be fine, I promise. It's only a few days, and I expect you to bring us back a present. Baby's first souvenir.
You got it. Only the best for my girl and my little peanut. I love you both so much already.
We love you too. Now, go on and get packing before you miss your flight. We'll be right here waiting for you when you get back.
Okay, I'm going.
There were complications with the pregnancy.
I don't believe you! Put Sarah on the phone! I need to hear this from her!
I can't put her on, Jack. She's gone. We've already had the funeral. I'm sorry you couldn't be there.
A funeral? Without me? Without her husband? This is insane! You're lying!
I wish I were lying. You have no idea how much I wish that, but it's the truth.
The truth? I don't even know who you are! For all I know, you could have done something to her!
How dare you accuse me of hurting my own daughter? I'm grieving too, you know.
Prove it then! Prove to me that Sarah is really dead! Show me a death certificate, an obituary, anything!
I don't have to prove anything to you. We're respecting Sarah's final wishes. She wanted you to move on.
Move on? What the hell are you talking about? What wishes?
Sarah filed for divorce before she passed. Your marriage is over, Jack, legally and otherwise.
Divorce? No, she would never! Not without talking to me first. This is all some sick, twisted game.
It's the truth, whether you choose to accept it or not. I suggest you contact the courthouse.
Oh, I will, and the police, and every hospital and morgue in the state. I'll get to the bottom of this.
You do what you need to do, but I'm telling you it's futile. Sarah is gone. The sooner you accept that, the better.
I will never accept that. Not until I see proof with my own eyes. Not until I get real answers.
I've given you all the answers I have. Sarah wanted a clean break, and now she has it in the most permanent way.
This is unbelievable. You're unbelievable. What kind of monster says these things?
I'm not a monster. I'm a grieving mother. One who's just lost her child and grandchild. Have some compassion.
Compassion? That's rich coming from you. If you had any compassion, you'd tell me the goddamn truth.
I have told you the truth. I'm sorry it's not what you want to hear. Sarah is dead, Jack. You need to find a way to live with that.
Live with it? How? How am I supposed to just keep living knowing my wife and baby are gone?
I don't have those answers.
have to understand. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
But it did happen, didn't it? You faked your own death, made me believe I'd lost everything, all to cover up your affair.
It wasn't like that. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I never meant to hurt you.
Didn't mean to hurt me, you destroyed me, Sarah. I've been in hell these past weeks, and for what? So you could run off with your lover?
No, it's not. I can explain everything. Just give me a chance to.
A chance to what? Spin more lies? I'm done listening to your poison. I know everything.
Everything? What do you mean, everything?
I mean, I know the baby isn't mine. I know it's your little boy toys, and you tried to pass it off as mine.
Jack, I swear, I wasn't sure. There was a chance it could have been yours.
Don't insult my intelligence. I did the math. The timing doesn't add up. We weren't even in the same zip code when that baby was conceived.
Okay, yes, you're right. It was a mistake. A horrible, stupid mistake. But I was going to make it right.
Make it right by letting me raise another man's child as my own? By basing our entire family on a foundation of deceit?
I hoped the baby would bring us closer, that it wouldn't matter as long as we loved each other.
Love? You don't know the meaning of the word. If you loved me, truly loved me, you could never have done this.
I do love you, Jack. That was never a lie. I was just so confused and scared.
Scared of what? Of facing the consequences of your own actions? Of owning up to the mess you made?
Yes! I was terrified of losing you, of disappointing you. I thought if you believed the baby was yours.
You thought I'd be trapped, obligated to stay with you and play happy family, is that it?
No, not trapped. I wanted us to be a real family. I wanted to put all the mistakes behind us and start fresh.
Fresh? There's nothing fresh about piling lie upon lie. You betrayed me in the worst possible way.
I know, God, I know, and I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But please, Jack, you have to forgive me.
Forgive you? Are you kidding me? You slept with another man, got pregnant, tried to con me into believing it was mine, and then faked your own death when it all blew up in your face!
When you put it like that, I know it looks bad. I know I've done unforgivable things, but I'm still your wife.
planned to put the baby up for adoption. While I don't care what happens to Sarah anymore, I do hope the child finds a good adoptive family and has a happy life. I was pretty much a zombie for a while after everything happened, just going through the motions between work and home. I probably wasn't much use at the office during that time, but my colleagues, friends, and family really stepped up to support me. Thanks to them, I'm slowly getting back to enjoying my hobbies and life again. Sarah's betrayal cut deep, but it made me realize how many genuinely kind and reliable people I have in my life. I'm grateful for that. Moving forward, I'm focusing on taking better care of myself and living more mindfully. And when the time comes, I want to be there for the people who supported me through this, just like they were there for me. I'm ready to face forward and move on with my life. Hey, Dad, how are you doing today? Are Emily and Rachel taking good care of you? I'm doing all right, and they're looking after me well, so I gladly appreciate it. That's good to hear. I won't be home early today and figured I'll talk to you before you go to bed. What's this about? What do you really want? What do you mean? It's rare for you to message me directly. We live together. You never text me. Must be something. What is it? You usually only text Rachel or Emily if you need anything. If you need to talk to me via text, that usually means you need to talk to me about something. What? I can't check in? You rarely do, so this is a bit surprising. It's just a little bit out of the ordinary. I just wanted to chat before you go to bed. Nothing weird about that, right? Let me guess, another money discussion? Something at least to do with money, it has to be. Why would you think that? The only time you message me is when it's about money. You never message just to check on me or even talk to me. I know there's a reason. You know, I am old, but I'm still your dad. Hey, don't make it sound so bad. When was the last time you messaged just to talk? I message you about other things. Like what? Well, okay, you might have a point. I guess I always contact you when I'm in trouble, huh? Right. Sorry. Money's tight this month. I don't think I can pay you much this month. I feel terrible. Ah, there it is. Finally, there it is. We had a bunch of co-workers' weddings and housewarming gifts hit all at once. If there's a reason, that's fine. I understand. Really? You're not mad? After all, you're living with me to help out and take care of me. It's not a problem. Thank you for being so understanding. I appreciate that. And you know, we moved in with you because we want to help. Do you want to, though? Of course. That's something we want to do. All right. Thank you. Hey, you don't need to worry about that. I will take care of you no matter what. I appreciate that. I feel terrible about it, though. You know you don't need to do that. What are you talking about? We're family and we're here for you. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just... Hey, don't feel guilty. We're family, Dad. Is something bothering you? Well, it's about Rachel. What about Rachel? What is it? Did she say something to bother you? She's been... Go on. What's up? She's helping with your care and everything, right? You're making me worry now. Is she not helping you out? Well, I didn't want to be the one to say this, but... What is it? Okay, I don't think Rachel wants to be here. What makes you say that? Tell me more about it. Well, I know you always tell me that you will always help me, but I don't think she feels the same way. Emily doesn't mind helping out. Why do you say that? Rachel's been leaving everything to Emily, both the housework and your care. What do you mean by that? I probably shouldn't say this since I'm the one being cared for. What is it? But with things as they are, Emily's carrying too much of the burden. She's still in high school, so could you maybe talk to Rachel about it? I'm not in the position to tell her what to do, so I think it would be best if you talk to her. It's complicated. What is complicated? I don't see how it's complicated. I mean, what am I supposed to say? Rachel's already exhausted from adjusting to living together and helping with your care. I don't really know how to go about it. Is she, though? She's doing her best in her own way. Her best seems to involve a lot of shopping trips while Emily is at home taking care of everything, it seems. I know Rachel is your wife, and I don't want to say anything about your relationship, but I need you to think of Emily too, okay? She just needs time to decompress, a little bit of time to collect herself. Of course I understand that. It seems very reasonable. See? It's not so bad, right? But Emily told me she had to quit her club activities to handle everything at home, the poor girl. That was Emily's choice. She said she wanted to do it. She wanted to have more time to be home. Nobody asked her to do that. But did she really have a choice? Of course she did. We didn't make her leave her club after all. Her own decisions led her there. Sure, we might be pushing Emily a bit hard, but Rachel's in the same boat. I guess so. I mean, they are your family, and you know better than I do. Exactly. I know I'm being unfair, but I am trying my best here too. So please, don't make too big a deal out of this. I won't make a big deal out of it, don't worry. I'd hate for there to be tension between you and Rachel. That's what I'm worried about too. It's just been complicated. After all, this situation is my responsibility. I feel terrible about it. I'm sorry I put all of you in this situation. Dad, please don't say that. I'm sorry for bringing it up. Everyone's doing their best to help me. I hope all of you know that I appreciate the help. You don't need to apologize. Please, don't worry too much about it. Thanks, that helps. I'll try talking to Rachel about it anyway. I'll see what I can do to help. Maybe I will help a little more, you know? Yeah, please do. I have been feeling guilty for Emily. I'll find the right moment and I'll talk with her. After I'm gone, you and Rachel will be all Emily has. Dad, come on, don't talk like that. Don't say that ever again. I'm not saying you need to be best friends, but I'd rather there wasn't any bad blood. I just want all of you to have a good relationship. I need to make sure you're all good when I'm gone. Don't talk like that. You've got plenty of time left. It may not be right away, but my health hasn't been great lately, so we all know the time will come sooner or later. Hey, why are you talking about this now? Everyone has ups and downs. You're fine. The doctors say things are likely to get worse, so I want you to know that, okay? I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. There's a lot you don't know. Trust me, there is a lot. Well, no one knows exactly when, but I need to know you'll take care of your sister. You'll be fine. I want you to stop thinking about that. And yes, I will take care of her. Don't worry about her. Good. When the time comes, please look after Emily. Of course I will. Emily's my precious little sister. I know he did. When did this happen?
Why aren't you more concerned?
Look, I'm busy at work.
You always say you're busy. You only act nice and careful in front of Dad. You're the worst.
Yeah, whatever. So, Dad's condition, he just can't get out of bed?
What do you mean, just can't get out of bed? Don't you care at all?
Just tell me what the doctor said.
The doctor said he'll probably start having more periods where he's not fully conscious.
How often?
He didn't say exactly. He's awake and conscious right now, but he's not really seeing me. I mean, I don't think he understands what's going on.
Finally?
What does that mean? What do you mean, finally? How can you say that when Dad's in this condition?
Never mind, that's between us.
Between whom? What are you talking about?
But Rachel was home today, right?
Yes, but she left right after the doctor left.
Of course she did.
She probably went out shopping or something. I don't know.
You could say that if you wanted to.
You and Rachel really don't care about Dad at all, do you?
She might play around sometimes, but this time it's different.
Different how? Like, in what way is this different from the other times?
Haven't confirmed yet, but she's probably getting started on moving preparations.
Moving? What do you mean, moving?
Think about it.
What is there to think about?
Come on, you must know. Rachel and I weren't living here and caring for Dad out of the goodness of our hearts.
I know that. You always use work as an excuse to avoid helping with care. And Rachel just did the bare minimum when she was here. She dumped all the housework on me, too.
So why do you think we stayed?
What?
Then why do you think we've been living here? Why stay together when we have no interest in caregiving or housework?
I don't know. Probably so you wouldn't have to pay rent. I don't know what you two are up to.
Seriously? You've always been so stupid.
Stop calling me stupid.
You think we'd put up with all this hassle just to save on rent?
Then why?
We've been doing this for Dad's inheritance.
OMG! I can't believe it. There's absolutely no way.
It's pretty simple. Dad always favored you. You knew that, right?
That's not true.
It would be ridiculous if you got more of the inheritance when he dies.
Is that really all you care about?
So we've been helping with his care to get our fair share.
So you were just basically scoring points? Is that why you two were acting like helping? That's really low. How could you treat your own father like that?
Say what you want. I actually saw Dad's will before, and it said he'd give me some inheritance too.
You went through Dad's things? So all you care about is his money?
What Rachel and I have been doing is working.
You looked at it without permission?
That doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
What matters is he's too weak to change his will now.
You are unbelievable. You and Rachel are the worst people I've ever known.
He can't even think clearly, so there's no way he could change his will. He probably doesn't know what's going on. It doesn't matter what happens now.
You planned this all along, huh?
So there's no point in continuing to care for him. He won't do a thing about it.
I can't believe this. So you're just gonna leave him now? You were just faking it until Dad wasn't capable of taking care of himself?
He's impressive, I'll give him that. He's got more saved up than most people his age. I feel so lucky he's my dad now. All the sweet talk and act we had to put up, it was all worth it. But right now, he's just an old man who can't even live properly without care.
How can you talk about him like that? Why do you think you can talk to him like that?
When he said he wanted to hire a caregiver, we opposed it just to score more points. Then he would think highly of me and Rachel. I knew he'd fall for that.
You opposed it to make me do more work? You want the inheritance that badly?
Are you upset your share is gonna be less now?
I never said anything about inheritance. I don't care what he leaves behind. I would rather have him well and alive.
You are such a kid.
I'm not a kid. I am not some child who needs your approval.
Look, we're getting our inheritance for sure now. Sorry, Emily, but you'll have to handle everything from here. You got this, right? I mean, you have been doing everything anyway.
I am still in high school. How am I supposed to manage school while taking care of a bedridden father? I can't do that alone.
You'll figure it out. You'll be all right. That's why we made you quit your club activities. If that's not enough, maybe you should quit school.
That's impossible. What if something happens to Dad?
Hey, Emily, is Dad still alive?
Of course he is. Don't ever say such things again.
Oh, don't be like that. Don't be disrespectful to your brother. You don't have to be like that. Maybe you're too tired.
What the hell do you want from me?
What's wrong with you? Cheer up. Don't be so tense. Maybe you're overdoing it with Dad's care.
You know, just talking with you makes me feel sick. Who do you think is responsible for the situation?
What situation? Dad got old and sick. That's not my fault. It's his fault, if anything. He needs care because he didn't take care of his health.
Really? That's your take on this situation?
We're not to blame. I didn't make him sick or disabled. I had nothing to do with his condition.
We're not to blame? You mean you and Rachel? I'm done. Talking to you is giving me a headache. Seriously.
Oh, so speaking of Rachel, she's pregnant. We'd like to get a house soon. A baby costs a lot and she can't work, so we're trying to budget better and see how we can manage our finances better.
Your finance situation has nothing to do with us, but congratulations.
So how's Dad's condition looking? We were hoping to receive the money soon.
I knew there was a reason you contacted me. I knew it. I can't believe you were really asking me this. But to answer your question, Dad is still doing fine. Thank you for asking. I will let him know you asked about him.
What do you mean he's doing fine? He must have been about to cross the bridge. Do you know how long he's got? I'm just stating facts. He's bedridden and he can't have much time left. So what do you think? Months?
You seem very certain about that.
The doctor said so, right? Remember, I'm getting my inheritance and I want to know when we should be expecting that. That's all.
Are you sure you were receiving anything?
Of course I am!
You think Dad would let you inherit after everything you've done to him? After how you treated him? Don't you think he would not want anything to do with you after how you basically wishing him to die? Thank God he's doing fine and is capable of suing you.
What did you say? What are you talking about, huh? Are you saying he's gonna sue me? How? He can't sue me. He's bedridden. How would he even do that?
Let me ask you this then. Are you absolutely certain he's bedridden?
Okay, look, I don't have time to deal with this. What game are you playing? What the hell are you talking about? Are you losing it from exhaustion or something?
Actually, I'm feeling quite clear-headed. I am doing absolutely fine, and Dad is doing fine as well.
What does that mean?
About Dad being bedridden? That was a lie.
What? What do you mean that was a lie?
Exactly what I said. We did it to get you and Rachel to reveal your true intentions. We weren't sure if it would work, but it did.
What are you talking about? This doesn't make sense. The doctor was at the house. Rachel saw him make the diagnosis.
Did she really see a diagnosis, though? That was his friend playing doctor.
His friend? What the hell? So, both of you just lied to us?
It wasn't much of a diagnosis. He just said he was bedridden.
Okay, so you guys were all acting? This can't be happening. This seriously can't be happening right now. So when you contacted me, everything you said was all lies, too?
Exactly. Don't get me wrong, Dad still needs care and all, but he's living normally. He is not as sick as you and Rachel hoped.
But why?
Why do you think? Think about it. Seriously, take a moment and think about it.
What about the inheritance then? What about the money?
What about it?
So, if he knows everything, he saw how I acted too?
Every single message. He reads them all. He's already changed the will and is working on it.
He can't do that! No! I'm his son still!
Aw, too bad. He already did, and there's nothing you can do about it. You'll probably only get the legal minimum now.
This is bullshit! I won't accept this! You can't do this to me! Do you know how much we put up with for this inheritance? Do you know how much work we had to put up?
Put up with? You mean how much I put up with?
Everything was just a trick? That's fraud! You all tricked me!
Fraud? That's rich coming from you. We may have tricked you, but you're the ones who chose to leave. You left as quickly as possible, too. We didn't make you leave. You couldn't wait to leave us. Don't blame us if he's written you off.
I'll fight this! He doesn't know what's going on, probably. I'm gonna fight this!
Besides, do you really have the time to worry about that? Instead of inheritance, you're getting sued. That is what you should be worried about.
That's impossible. We haven't done anything worth suing over. I'm not worried. That's not going to go anywhere.
Oh yeah? You want to bet? Dad and I have been collecting evidence. We have plenty of evidence to show. We are not worried about it. But you should. Plus, you said you're having a baby soon. You better start saving up.
Evidence of what? I didn't do anything wrong!
You really want to know? Rachel hasn't told you?
Told me what?
She's injured Dad several times while pretending to care for him. It wasn't an accident. She did it on purpose.
She what? What did she do?
I don't know if she was just frustrated, but that's enough reason to sue, isn't it?
That witch! I told her so many times to take proper care of Dad. Oh, I knew she'd screw up somehow.
Oh, now you're concerned about Dad's care?
We were there to take care of him, to show him we deserve his inheritance. Of course she needed to treat him well. Now look what she got us into.
You're just as bad. You always used to work as an excuse to avoid helping. You were no help.
That's different! I was working!
How is it different? And when you did help, you half-assed everything. Do you know how much stress you've caused for everyone?
That's not enough reason to sue!
No. What about neglect? Do you want me to remind you of what you did? Okay, another reason of how you treated me. Dumping all the housework and caregiving on a high school student. Forcing me to quit my activities.
You agreed to that!
Did I have a choice? If I wasn't coming home, Dad would have nobody. That's plenty of reason to sue too.
Come on, you can't be serious about suing. We're family!
Family? Now you care about family? Dad and I have been holding back all this time.
Holding back what exactly?
He couldn't protect me if he tried to force you out of the house. He cried, telling me to be patient until we could prepare the lawsuit. Do you understand how he felt?
Dad cried?
How dare you talk about family after what you did to your own father? You are not my family anymore.
Okay, we were wrong. We're sorry, okay? Tell him we'll help from now on, so please forgive us.
No, it's definitely too late for that. You and Rachel left as soon as you heard Dad was bedridden. That was the final straw. The lawsuit's already prepared.
So, I'll lose both the inheritance and have to pay damages?
Exactly. Dad said the damage will probably be more than what you would have inherited. You and Rachel won't have anything left.
This is ridiculous! I can't accept this!
What's ridiculous is how you treated us. So, now that you know what is going to happen, what are you going to do about it? Dad may not be bedridden, but he's still elderly. He already had health issues. He probably doesn't have much time left either way.
Oh, whatever. Then I'll take all your inheritance when that happens. You're gonna have to give it to me anyway.
What? Are you crazy? Why would I have to do that? That is absolutely crazy to think that way.
You're just a kid. It's inappropriate for you to get that much money.
A kid? I thought I was adult enough to handle all the caregiving.
You're still underage, so we're saying we'll use it for you. I'll bring... Who told you that?
Emily mentioned it.
Yes, it's true.
A child is a big responsibility. Are you ready for that responsibility?
Of course I am.
Like you were ready to care for me?
That's different.
How so?
I'm sorry, Dad. I was wrong. Please forgive me.
What's this about? What are you apologizing for?
Everything, the inheritance, the care,
Be specific.
I've caused you a lot of pain and trouble. I'll apologize as much as needed. Just please don't sue me.
Is that what this is about? The lawsuit?
Please, Dad, I'm sorry.
You're apologizing to the wrong person.
What do you mean?
The one you've really troubled is Emily.
I apologized to her too.
Have you?
I sent her a message.
If you have time to apologize to me, apologize to her. You must be sincere.
I already apologized to Emmy.
When?
I texted her earlier.
You call that brief message an apology? That doesn't count.
What else am I supposed to do?
And I heard you even got angry at her afterward. If you were really sorry, you wouldn't do that.
Emily wouldn't listen to me.
Should she?
I was trying to fix things.
Of course she wouldn't. None of this would have happened if you hadn't forced me to file a lawsuit.
I didn't force you.
Didn't you? And now you're still blaming others? As your father, I'm ashamed.
Let's not talk about that now.
When should we talk about it then?
Please, just don't go through with the lawsuit.
Give me one good reason.
What if it makes your condition worse?
Now you care about my condition?
That wouldn't be fair to Emily! Dad, you're not young anymore. You need to take care of yourself.
That's rich coming from someone who never cared about my well-being.
I did care!
When? You have no right to say such things when you've shown zero concern for me.
I'm about to be a father.
Exactly. You're about to become a father. Take responsibility for your actions.
I am taking responsibility.
How can you face your child? Can you proudly tell them how you mocked your father and sacrificed your sister for an inheritance?
That's none of your business.
Everything about my children is my business. Taking responsibility for your child's mistakes is a parent's duty.
I don't need your lectures.
Clearly you do.
That's not necessary.
Being a parent means doing what's unnecessary. You're about to become a father. If you can't take responsibility for your own actions, how will you handle your child's?
I'll figure it out. I'll be fine.
Like you've figured out caring for me? If you can't do that, you shouldn't become a father at all.
You don't mean that.
I do. Think about it. Just be better.
Dad went through with the lawsuit against my brother and his wife, just as he said he would. The evidence was collected, along with the text messages to prove they abandoned Dad, was enough to win the case. Nathan and Rachel were ordered to pay damages. Nathan paid his share of the damages in full without argument. Rachel tried to fight it, but Nathan convinced her to pay. We haven't had direct contact with them since. Though Dad told me that Nathan and Rachel ended up getting divorced. Apparently, even after their baby was born, Rachel didn't change. She still refused to do any housework or childcare. Nathan finally had enough and filed for divorce. Maybe Dad's words changed something in Nathan. I don't know how Nathan's child will turn up, but I hope they receive all the love Nathan can give. As for me, I'm focusing on my studies as high school graduation approaches. Things have gone much easier since we hired a caregiver to help with Dad. Eventually, Dad's condition might worsen to the point where home care isn't possible. Until then, I want to keep living together with him.